Savino Wine Preservation System is wine preservation glassware. Savino is an easy-to-use wine preservation system that allows you to enjoy your favorite wines anytime without waiting for an occasion. Open any bottle with confidence, knowing that you can enjoy the full original flavor of Tuesday's wine on Saturday. For more information, visit us at www.savinowine.com. Today's wine, tomorrow.
Are you an entrepreneur looking to get your business off the ground? Or are you an established business in need of a plan to present to an investor? Keljo Solutions can provide you with the plan that presents you and your business to others in an organized, professional package. With affordable rates, we have the plan to fit your budget. Visit us on the web at www.keljo.net and watch your business grow.
Christian Pleva is Boston's premier wedding and personal photographer. Turning his passion into a life's work, he has dedicated himself to bringing his talents to capture the special memories of the beginning of your life's journey together. Christian uses the most updated equipment and software to handle any size wedding event, from full church and reception to a small intimate ceremony in the courthouse. Contact him today at www.christianplevaimages.com for booking information and available dates.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Monday Morning Brew. We're in our final stretch, and I get to go do some yoga. I wanted to get to this story. I'm trying to find her right now on Twitter, but apparently a woman has created a rocket in her backyard and has flown to Mars and is tweeting from Mars right now. So let me see if I can find her on Twitter. There she is. No, she doesn't look strange at all. I'm now following her. Hopefully, she's only following 2 people, but I'm going to tweet to her right now. So let's see if we can get her on the tweet deck here. That'd be cool if we could get her on the show. Let's see. On Mars. First, it's... you guys can go ahead and... You guys can go ahead and join me on this if you want. Because I'm going to tweet her. She's at On Mars First. It's Evgena. Let's see. EVGHENIA is On Mars. It's her Twitter. At On Mars First. I'm going to tweet her right now on the air, talking about you, talking about your mission to Mars. Do you want to come? Is this how you do it? On my show to talk about it. Hashtag Armed Radio. So all of you that got the tweet deck, this will be on Armed Radio, so you can tweet her too. Tweet her too. That'd be cool if we could get her on the air, wouldn't it? I don't know if she has that kind of communication from Mars. Let's go ahead and read some of her tweets from Mars. Tweets and replies from Evgena is on Mars. Day 10 on Mars. I, Evgena, realize that I probably die here. I must to sleep about this. I'm not sad, just something. Okay. Well, this came out of the Daily Dot, which is kind of fun. DailyDot.com. It's Daily, D-O-T, then the .com. They have some pretty interesting stories and topics on here. But on August 2nd, 2014, history has forever changed. On this particular date, a woman known as Evgena, E-V-G-H-E-N-I-A, Evgena, became the first human to touch down on Mars. She tweeted on 2nd August, 9:26 p.m. I look out the window of the rocket. I feel very lonesome for 1 second, but then I think I am Evgeny, first person on Mars, and I smile. How does she get to Mars? Without the support of NASA or a well-financed travel startup? Well, that's simple. She tweeted, I built a rocket in my back garden for 10 years. She built it out of car parts and from an old nuclear facility. In the month of March, she bought 10,000 of her favorite protein bars. A month of April, I launched a rocket with me in it towards the planet Mars, and that was in April. So it took from April to 2 August to make it to Mars. And then on 9:21 p.m. 2nd August, now I'm on Mars. So apparently she has internet access on Mars, which is good because we'll be able to follow her adventures. But she says she's too scared to leave the rocket, but it looks windy and cold outside. She has 9,789 protein bars left and just ate half of a protein bar for dinner. Since landing on the red planet, I'm just going to call her Eve because I don't know how to say her name. Evgena. Eve has urinated out of her rocket ship's door, completed a 345 lower abdomen movements, took a dump, and had bad dreams, quoted Elton John, and laid out a game plan. Her game plan? Long-term goals on Mars. 1, leave the rocket ship. 2, build a space hut. 3, find an alien friend. And 4, collect a nice rock. Which are all things that you should be doing if you're on Mars. Probably should have led the show out with this. I'd still have more listeners. Anyway, she has yet to acknowledge the Daily Dot's query as to the evidence of ancient Martian civilization, but we feel confident she'll keep us updated, and no matter how lonely, strange, or terrifying it feels to be out there by herself, she'll always have her bragging rights. I, Eve, make a discovery today. There is no better feeling than being the first one on Mars. So here's some more tweets. If you go to her Twitter page, you can follow her at On Mars First. Evgena is on Mars is her Twitter page. Let's see some of the tweets. See if she updated here. On day 10 on Mars, I, Eve, realized that I'd probably die here. Oh, I don't know if she had a game plan for getting back. I must sleep about this. I'm not sad, just something. If I, Eve, not find water on Mars or alien friend who will give me a drink, I live 350 more days here, this big discovery on day 10. This was 10 hours ago. Now today, I, Eve, count how many water I have left on Mars. It is enough to live more 355 days, no more. How do I feel? Scared and adventure. So she might be like either from another planet, or she might be from another. I don't know how do you Americans say? She might be from another plane of existence. Is that the way to say it? I don't know. But yeah, she's on Mars. Americans say she's on Mars. See, tickled by space dust. That was 12 hours ago. In a book, I learned that a man called Buzz Aldrin, second on the moon. This is funny for 2 reasons. One, he's second on the moon. She was the first on Mars. And then she thought, his name Buzz was funny. So anyway, you can go follow her adventures on Twitter. She's following 2 people. She's only got less than 2,000 followers. I think we can crank that up. If you're listening to the sound of my voice and you want to send tweets to Eve is on Mars or Evgena is on Mars, at On Mars First, do that. Follow her. This could be kind of fun. This might be a bit here. I got 350 days till her tweet stops. So maybe we can get her on the show. Maybe I can. Maybe she'll contact us. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. Talk to somebody on Mars. Well, here at Armed Radio Global, I'm not the only show going. We've got a lot of great programming, pretty much every night of the week. And that begins right now, Monday morning, with Monday Morning Brew. And then we roll on into the evening where Lino comes on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Central. Or is it 8 p.m.? 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And then Matt Hazley and I will jump on with Straight Talk with Matt Hazley. His show starts out Mondays, and he talks a lot about the paranormal and talks about what's going on in the conspiracy theories. And I'll be joining him tonight for the first time, and that'll be kind of the second time. I joined him last Friday, and he's invited me to come stick around with him. So I'm going to play tanks and listen in live. Maybe. Maybe play tanks. I wouldn't do that to Matt. I'll pay attention. But we'll probably talk about this tonight, because this is something I stumbled on this morning. It's kind of cool. But his show starts at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then Tuesday night, Villanistama, one of our longtime shows here. She always comes on with some interesting topics, to say the least. You never know what she's going to cover. Mostly having to do with interpersonal relationships and how to please women, and women how to please your man. So if you're a couple, it might be good to listen in on what she's got to say. So, there's that. And she starts her show at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. And then after her show on Tuesday nights, I don't think we have a show back up again, but I hear rumors that the High Five at 10 is going to be returning to Armed Radio. That may or may not be true. I don't know. Hopefully they'll come back. It was a lot of fun listening to those guys. But if not, then Valenisoa will hold down the fort on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, now this Wednesday, my show comes on 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 11 Eastern. And, of course, it's like 5 o'clock on the West Coast, because they're in a different time zone, different planet, on the left coast. But anyway, Jared Hepler will be returning to talk about the results of Chasm Elite on Friday. Plus, you can go to ChasmElite.com, CHASM Elite.com. Look for all the video and results from Friday's bouts. We had 7 great bouts, and we'll come back to talk about those. Plus, maybe, hopefully, cross my fingers, still talking to them. Hope they come on. The admin of the paper for the anti-masturbation group here trying to cut out masturbation. Anti-self-love page, but hopefully they'll come on, because that could be interesting. Thursday night, Valenisoa returns, probably to debunk everything I covered this Wednesday with the anti-masturbation. I might try to get them on her show, actually. I think that would be funny. Well, I think that would be entertaining. But she comes back on 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and then this star maker, the man behind the curtain, pulling the levers, Joe Savino, and his gang of ruffians, takes the airwaves at 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern, and they go for it. That's Night Talk with Joe Rocks. And, of course, he's got the ROXX, so he's real hip-hop with his name now, which is... But he's got his show on Thursday night, and it's very entertaining. I never miss a show. It's between him and Matt. Well, I try to listen to everybody's show when I'm home and when I'm here. But I usually listen to Joe's show on the way home from teaching defensive driving, and I hook it into my car using the Live 365 app on my phone, my smartphone. And so that's a lot of fun. We'll get home. It gets me home. And then, of course, Friday night, Straight Talk with Matt Hazley. He starts out his show at 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern, and he closes out the week. So it's a whole week of great programming here on the Armed Radio Global. Thanks for joining me this morning, by the way. I enjoyed it. And we will be back next Monday morning for some more Monday Morning Brew. But until then, have a great week. Get some more coffee. Get some more bacon in you. And we will catch you guys later. I'm Mike Allen. You've been listening to On the Air Monday Morning Brew right here on the Armed Radio Global Network. And we will see you next Monday morning, bright and early. Don't miss it.